Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Thursday, and it is 3:20 in the afternoon, and I just had a material science exam, and I did really shitty on it. So, first thing going through my head is, fuck it, I'm gonna have a beer. So, I just went to my local bottle shop, and I picked this one up. It's Uinta's Hop Notch IPA. Play on top notch, obviously, but it's pretty fresh. It's brewed on November 16th of this year. And cool thing about Uinta, I know I said it in my other review, but it's brewed entirely with renewable energy. They use 100% solar power. So I'll just read something off their website really quick. It says, bold and refreshing, this IPA combines an abundance of hops with a smooth malt profile. A play on top notch with a hoppy twist, setting new trends for beer vocabulary. This IPA is hop notch. It is 7.3% ABV and it's 82 IBUs, so it's pretty highly hopped for a single IPA. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It was only $1.50, and I think they just got it in. But they got some cool bottles. I don't know, you guys can't see the little ridges right there. Oh yeah, you can a little bit, but it's kind of like a compass on there. So, but I'm really excited about this. Let's go ahead and get into it. Only had one other. Oh no, I've had two. I've had the Cockeyed Cooper too, which was good, but I didn't care too much for the detail. Pretty cool cap. You guys can see that mountain red Uinta Brewing, and it's got another compass on there too. This one's been out of the fridge for maybe like 20 minutes or something like that, because I just opened it straight from getting back, and it was in the fridge at the place I bought it from. So I'm just going to use an OMB Old Mecklenburg pint glass. Alright guys, we're back. I had to wait for the head to go down a little bit. As you can see, it's got a nice clear, not really any hop haze, and it almost looks like a pale ale. Like there's not much malt backbone. It looks a little bit darker because the lighting isn't great, but from where I'm looking, it looks a lot like a pale ale. It doesn't have any. It's really just like a straw, kind of a straw color. Yeah, it definitely looks reddish on the camera, but it really isn't. It doesn't look like it has too much of a malt backbone. It just, yeah, it looks pretty pale. It's got some good carbonation. It had about 2 fingers of like a frothy, thick head, big bubbles, not really too creamy or anything like that. It's dissipated kind of, but it took a little while, so that's why I had to cut it off. Might have something to do with my shitty pouring. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look much like an IPA, but it still looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and give it a smell. I'm not really getting a whole lot in the smell. Okay, that time I got some, getting some grapefruit, that kind of, some tropical fruits. Not really insanely hoppy, smelling at least, especially for 86 IBUs. I've had beers that were had less IBUs than that had, that smelled more, I guess I could have to do with the dry hopping though, so we won't factor that in. But this is, it doesn't smell bad, it's just not very, I guess, effervescent. So I don't know, let's go ahead and give it a taste. It's really smooth. It's not very flavorful. It's kind of watered down a little bit, honestly. It's got, I mean, the hop flavor is there. It's pretty, the flavor that is there is good. It's just there's not a lot of it. Yeah, it doesn't taste like a 7.3% alcohol by volume IPA. So, I mean, if that's what they're going for, they knocked it out of the fucking park. But, it tastes like a 4.5 or a 5% pale ale, honestly. Oh, that gives you a little bit better. You can see my face through it a little bit. Really not much of a malt backbone. Yeah, this is so smooth and drinkable. It doesn't taste like a, I mean, it doesn't taste like an IPA at all, but it definitely doesn't taste like 7.3% alcohol either. There's no lingering flavors afterwards at all. Like, you could easily drink 6 of these, no problem, without even the flavor getting annoying. That's crazy. So I'm going to do something new. I'm going to pair it with some food that I had laying around. I'm going to pair it with some Lay's jalapeno kettle chips. These are really good. Extra crunchy. It's got a good spice, but not over the top. That pairs really well. I'm excited about how that turned out. Alright, so guys, final verdict. Top-notch IPA from Uinta. I'm going to give it a B, and that is not a stylistic B, because obviously this isn't, I don't think this conforms to IPA style guidelines. Obviously I'm not a BJ, CP, whatever it's called, a judge, but incredibly smooth and drinkable. Not extremely flavorful for an IPA though. Not much bitterness or flavor, but it's the flavor that is there is really good, and it's super smooth. So I'm gonna give it a B, just a straight 85. Because like I said, you could just, it tastes like a session beer, but it's 7.3% alcohol, which is just, it's crazy. So there it is. I'm gonna finish drinking this, and then I'm probably gonna take a 3-hour nap. I will catch you guys next time.